People to talk to, just loves football, loves the atmospheres like this here, and he wants his team to finish 6-10. He's playing awesome. The hope for him too is the Charger defense. It's young and it's played really well the last 3 weeks.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups presented by Tostitos. We begin with the Chargers offense under the direction of Frank Reich. That offensive line has been banged up all year. Hairston starts at left tackle for King Dunlap. Malcolm Floyd, he's a Northern California guy. He's set to retire here after week 17. Phillip Rivers, another 4,000-yard season for Phillip this year.
Well, I think the thing that stands out, you said it, a banged-up offensive line. So Phillip Rivers, all those yards, has been throwing under a lot of pressure, taking a lot of big hits. But the one thing about him is he never gives up, and when his team gets behind, always capable of bringing them back from big deficits.
Now this Raiders defense, Ken Norton Jr. is the defensive coordinator, and of course the headliner is Mr. Mack. Leads the league in sacks with 15, and this is it for Woodson. His last home game will close out the season next Sunday, a week from Sunday, at Kansas City. And now Hudson, he was a good free agent signee in the offseason, anchoring that offensive line. Cooper, big time rookie year, over 1,000. Crabtree's already earned a new contract. Murray's a fine looking running back, and Derek Carr with 30 touchdown passes in his second season.
Well, I told you already that the organization, Jack Del Rio, the head coach, thinks he has a star quarterback out here in Oakland. He's got a star wide receiver, I know, a big deep threat down the field. Outstanding rookie year for Amari Cooper, the wide receiver.
Okay, Carr facing a Chargers defense. He beat him up for 3 touchdown passes in the first game, a win for Oakland down in San Diego. John Pagano, the coordinator. Mike McCoy likes what he's getting from his inside linebackers. Eric Weddle was not there for that first matchup of the year. Barrett, he's a very promising corner for the San Diego defense. Check out Tostitos like a pro. Collect points, bid on prizes, and you could win NFL tickets every 15 minutes during Thursday Night Football. Visit NFL.com/Tostitos, PLAP, for more information.
Who's the rebel now?
No way.
Yes way. Savor breakfast anytime you like. Eggs, sizzling sausage, hot cakes, real butter. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Yeah!
It's time to start breaking some rules.
I take Coliseum TC each morning for my frequent heartburn. Because you can't beat zero heartburn. Ah, the sweet taste of it.
Prilosec OTC, 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4, a new pen for new masterpieces. We reinvented the Surface Pro so you can reinvent everything else. To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4, a new screen for new perspectives. We reinvented the Surface Pro so you can reinvent everything else.
When does driving matter most? Finding your new favorite road? Or when just taking a drive turns into a drive for good? This holiday, take a test drive during a Mazda Drive for Good event, and we'll give back an hour of our time to local causes. Buy any new Mazda, and we'll donate to St. Jude or a charity you choose. Because driving matters most when you're driving for good.
Pay how you want for what you want with the confidence of Visa. Now with Android Pay.
Visa, everywhere you want to be.
No one covers game day like Game Day.
We love coming together on a day like today.
Expert analysis, highlights, and interviews. We've got you covered.
All day long.
NFL Game Day, Sunday starting at 7, only on NFL Network.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I ever knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
A Hall of Famer taking the field for the last time at home in his remarkable career, Charles Woodson. This game being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Thank you for watching the Tostitos Thursday Night Kickoff.
Thursday Night Kickoff is presented by Tostitos Chips and Dips. Bring the party. And brought to you by Hyundai, an official sponsor of the NFL.
Tim, Tostitos rolls. Pass the queso. Tim, we need to hang out more. Tim-nado, T-Bone.
Actually, my name is Brian.
We can still hang out, Brian.
Tostitos Rolls, the official chip and dip sponsor of the NFL. Tostitos, party like a pro. Collect bid and you can win NFL tickets, Madden NFL 16 and Xbox One and more. Visit Tostitos.com.
Hey, honey.
You did it again.
What?
Yeah, where's the fence?
The fence is missing?
What? Where is it?
Baby, I had to. The fence worked great last week. We got on the Jumbotron. Let's go.
Just bring it back.
We're good. Let's go.
How much do we love football?
Go Cardinals.
You have no idea. Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
Pay how you want for what you want with the confidence of Visa. Now with Android Pay.
Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Love smart solutions? Try Philips Norelco shavers. 72 rotating blades to catch even the last hair standing, so you can be your best you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
The gifts keep coming at our after Christmas suit sale. Starting Saturday, select designer suits are $229.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Save on stylish year-end looks from your favorite designers at Men's Warehouse.
Pay how you want for what you want with the confidence of Visa. Now with Android Pay.
Visa, everywhere you want to be.
On the next episode of The Timeline, the NFL and AFL rivalry.
They're rating our quarterbacks, they're rating our stars.
And the moment they came together for the good of the game.
World champion.
The Timeline, the merger, tonight after the postgame on NFL Network.
Welcome to the following presentation of the National Football League on NFL Network.
Christmas time means to me hope, giving, love.
The showing of love for one another.
It's all about being together.
Being a Raider fan, it's like family.
Race doesn't matter, age doesn't matter. You're a Raiders fan, you're instant family. Repping the silver and black is not just a game day thing for us. It's actually a way of life.
I've been an Oakland Raider fan ever since I was a youngling.
People seem to have this perception that we're this dirty, unwashed mass of troglodytes that barbecue children. It's not really like that.
We're all lovable people.
We always hear children say, we knew Santa was a Raider fan.
Unfortunately, there are times that I have scared little kids. I know I look really mean, but I'm actually a really nice guy.
We all come together. It doesn't have to be Raider season.
We travel together. We meet people from everywhere. We watch out for each other. We care for each other. We do things for each other.
If you're a Raider fan, you know what Christmas is about.
The holidays, to me,
Thursday.
We stick with our team. It's a lifestyle. It's part of who we are.
That Raiders pride, that Raider Nation spirit.
There's only one nation.
Often imitated, never duplicated, baby.
Raider Nation.
We're going to have an early Christmas present, let's just say that. We're going to get this win against the Chargers.
We're going to go out there and we're going to bring some pain.
If you only knew the power of the Raider Nation. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
From the Black Hole.
And the Raider Nation.
Oops. One more time.
Raiders! All right, let's go!
The Raider faithful hoping this is not the final game here in Oakland, and they know all about that down in San Diego with their last home game last weekend. Just a moment ago, Tracy had a chance to visit with Charles Woodson.
Charles, I know that we all got chills as you ran out of that tunnel. Can you describe your emotions and your feeling as you looked around and saw these fans and the support you're receiving tonight?
You know, it's really indescribable. You know, it's hard to put into words. But just know, you know, all the Raider fans out there, all my fans from Green Bay, Michigan, Fremont, where I'm from, man, I really appreciate the love, man. It's unbelievable.
Enjoy it. Congratulations. Have a great game tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, he's known since the morning he awoke for a game on the road at Detroit. He said, just struck him. He said it's time to retire. He announced it at the beginning of this week. And now we'll get this game underway with the Chargers deferring to the Raiders. Taiwan Jones waiting for the kick from Josh Lambo. He'll step up and get a little bit of a go start on it. And shoulder pads collide at about the 18, and he falls at the 20. This Oakland offense was such promise. Derek Carr, the 30 touchdown passes. He's had 30 career starts. Hasn't missed a start now in his second year out of Fresno State. The 30 TD passes, that's the 6th most in the league. He's got a chance over the next 2 games to break the Darryl LaMonica single season mark in Raider history of 34.
52! 52 single! I go 50! That's it!
First play is a handoff to Latavius Murray, who needs 44 yards tonight for a 1,000-yard season. Now in his 3rd year out of Central Florida. And Derek Carr, your thoughts on him, Phil?
Well, listen, we talked to him yesterday. We talked to Jack Del Rio, the head coach. But I like what Derek Carr said. I said, what did you learn from your rookie year? What's different? And he goes, as soon as we started the offseason practicing, I realized then how different I would be as a quarterback in the 2nd year. Great experience last year has turned in some awesome performances this year, too.
Including that 3-touchdown performance down at San Diego. And movement on the Donald Penn side.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 54 defense is moving into the neutral zone, caused a reaction by the offense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And that was Melvin Ingram who caused that, so 5 yards against the Chargers.
I know one thing Derek Carr has caught my attention. I'm sure he says, hey, one thing I learned about the punishment in the NFL. So he said this past offseason, I trained like a linebacker just to know that you can go out there, which in this league now, you see it. All the rules, it doesn't matter. All the changes, quarterbacks taking a lot of big hits.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now. And falling for the first down is Murray. Now, that's something when you talk about Carr's workout regimen, he's already talking about really no off season. The season will end on January 3rd, and then getting into that whole mentality, that linebacker mentality you mentioned, and working out and just building his body up a little bit more for what will be season 3 in 2016.
Yeah, I think what they want to see, Derek Carr, they want to see him improve. They want to do more from under center, but they're trying to make the transition. Don't forget, in college, he was always in the shotgun, so they're trying to keep him comfortable. But to be more deceptive, the quarterback needs to be under the center more.
He's got 4 receivers here on this first down snap. He's got time, but no one open. So he takes off, and he slides down at the 36. 5-yard scramble by Carr.
Good look there. The protection for Derek Carr. When you watch this Oakland Raiders football team play, the offense, they're a much better pass blocking unit than they are a run blocking unit. The coverage down the field, who do you see to throw to? Nobody. So Derek Carr kept waiting. On top of your screen, that's Jason Verrett against Amari Cooper. Verrett, number 22, playing really well for the Charger defense.
That's going to be a fun matchup to watch, Cooper and Verrett. 2nd down and 5. And on the deflection, it's intercepted by Reyes. So this looks a whole lot like the start against Green Bay last Sunday. A couple of early picks by Carr got the Packers off to a hot start.
When you throw the football quick, you got an unblocked guy, Melvin Ingram, but that was, boy, Reyes did it all. He hit the football, makes the interception, and that's something you key on when you play against the Raiders. A lot of quick passes, you know, stuff like that out of the shotgun. So the defensive line, Reyes, ready for it, gets the interception.
Well, for Carr, we mentioned the 30 touchdown passes. That's just the 12th interception of the year. So Reyes, what a great play by him. Rare San Diego drive starting in plus territory. They're last in the league in average starting field position on the season, averaging at their own 22-yard line. This will be from the 32 of Oakland. Play action fake to Woodhead, and Rivers slings it down to about the 27, and it's caught by John Phillips. We got a flag on the field. Carl Cheffers' crew is here tonight.
Holding, number 76 offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Called on DJ Fluker. Phillip Rivers, he leads the league in attempts, completions, and is second in passing yardage this year, over 4,200 strong.
Well, I know one thing, talking to Phillip Rivers, you said it in the opening, how excited he is about every game, but even more here, knowing he wants to finish the year strong against the Oakland Raiders. But they always got to know where number 52 is tonight, Khalil Mack.
1st and 20, and Donald Brown moving the pile. And he's got a bruising 5 yards with that carry. Mike McCoy. He was raised right here in the Bay Area in Novato. That's in the North Bay, and played his high school ball at San Marin High School before heading off to Utah. And of course, the coach for the Raiders, Jack Del Rio, was raised not even 10 miles away from this very stadium. 2nd down and 15. Open. It's Brown with all kinds of room, and a great block up ahead by Inman. And the Chargers, who had it 1st and 20, well, they've picked up a 1st down with 23 yards on what was a 2nd and 15 play.
Well, it's a blitz, and look down the field. Nobody has the running back. That time you saw Ben Haney, number 51. He came on the blitz. He thought Donald Brown was going to stay in the backfield. He did not, and Donald Brown last week came in for Melvin Gordon once he got hurt, played very well. That's a great start for him.
Back to Donald Brown. He's got a couple of Raiders on him quickly after a couple. Now, Phillip Rivers, 2nd in the league passing yards to Tom Brady. And they have been so close this year. They've had 6 games that really came down to the last possession. Didn't win any of those 6.
Nope, lost them all, and that's the story of many teams in the NFL. I know the other thing he told us to get down here near the end zone. He goes, we got a rule in our team. Anytime I see Antonio Gates one-on-one, we throw it to him. So always look. Not in there right now. Or he is top of the screen, the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 down the middle, and it's tipped away. A good defensive effort by DJ Hayden. The pass was coming to Ladarius Green. It sets up 3rd and 9.
Ladarius Green, the other tight end, that comes in when Antonio Gates sometimes is not in there. But Phillip Rivers kind of predetermined. Watch the top of your screen and just see what happens. You have a choice to go to either side. That's number 80, Malcolm Floyd. Caught him on a little route that they'll probably come back to later in the game.
Gates is in. Slot to the left. 3rd and 9. Smashing across the middle and fighting for it. That's Inman. And they rule him down about a foot outside the end zone.
Well, when you're going to blitz, if you don't get the quarterback, get to him fast, Phillip Rivers is going to find that open receiver quickly. Inman really doing a good job. A lot of pressure on the corners, a lot of man-to-man by the Raiders.
And they hand it off quickly to Woodhead. Rivers thought he was across. The officials don't agree. Woodhead coming off a 4-touchdown performance against the Dolphins.
So impressive. Woodhead, Khalil Mack that time came off the edge and really makes the tackle in the backfield. You know, Jimmy got all that publicity because of the sacks against the Denver Broncos when you talk about Khalil Mack. But against the run, as good as any defensive end / outside linebacker in the NFL.
They take Woodhead out, and they're just inside of a yard to go. Donald Brown is the running back, and there's some confusion here. It's the Chargers.
First charge timeout, San Diego. A 30-second timeout.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Back out of a Charger timeout. 6 linemen come in for San Diego. Kenny Wiggins, the additional one. It's Brown. Brown looking for a little opening, and he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego.
I think that first run, they said, hey, let's keep Danny Woodhead in there. Maybe that'll catch him by surprise. Well, that was a bad idea. Put the bigger running back. That's the one thing I saw with Donald Brown last week. Really patient, is going to wait, just like there. Little cutback, saw an opening, and gets in for the touchdown. And that's going to make this offensive line feel good. Because as you said in the opening, beat up Phillip Rivers couldn't say enough things how proud he is of the way the offensive line is hung together this year with all the injuries.
You saw Reyes, he's in here to block on the extra point try, setting up this touchdown with his interception. And Donald Brown, who was a former first-round pick out of UConn by the Indianapolis Colts, he's been deep on the bench this year, getting a chance to play these last 2 weeks. And he played well against the Dolphins. And he had a long pass play to set up the touchdown that he took in from a yard out. There's the pick that led to the 7. Donald Brown, the 4th rush touchdown all year long by the Chargers.
What floor?
6, please. Thank you.
Sure.
Take care.
Thank you.
Style lets you stand out from the herd. What's inside sets you apart. The 2016 Cadillac Escalade.
Skipper, let's see what the Colonel got you.
Okay. A KFC $5 fill-up? Yes! With popcorn chicken that's made with 1 piece of chicken. Not like those nuggets that come in funny shapes.
I got one too.
Did you like it?
There's even a cookie. This is the best Christmas ever.
Man, I nailed it this year. It's finger licking good.
Thursday Night Football is brought to you by John Hancock. When life happens, be prepared for it. As Santa's getting prepared. He's got a busy night ahead. Let's see who's been naughty and nice.
Wow.
Oh, Phil, I'm so sorry.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Well, and you're on the top of the list.
Mike Carey's not been so good. Lance Barrow.
Well, we know he's not been good.
No.
You know, Mike Arnold should be on that list on that side. And, you know, listen, I had a great gift to give you when the game is over, but
I've been nice. Santa's taking care of me.
I think you had something to do with that list.
You mentioned the Chargers have had only 4 rush touchdowns. They had a 12-game stretch without a rush touchdown until Woodhead broke that streak last week. Look at the cut by Jones. Stuckey's got the angle on him and throws him down after a 32-yard return. I don't know. It might be out of time for you, Phil, to move to the right-hand column here, my friend.
No, I think there's still time. It's never too late.
Tracy's been nice, too.
Receive a credit of up to $6,500 at the BMW Happier Holiday event today.
Give the gift of the better network. Save up to 50% on our hottest Android smartphones, like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Get the best deals and the better network. Visit Verizon online or in-store today.
This is the one place we're not afraid to fail. Some of these experiments may not work, but a few might shape the future. Like turning algae into biofuel. New technology for capturing CO2 emissions. And cars twice as efficient as the average car today. Ideas ExxonMobil scientists are working on to make energy go further, no matter how many tries it takes. Energy lives here.
No way. Savor breakfast anytime you like. Eggs, sizzling sausage, hot cakes, real butter. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Come on, Duck! You can do it, Duck! Hurry up, Duck!
You can do it, Doc.
IAMS helps keep your dog healthy at every stage, so you can always look forward to what's next.
Coming down the 20-yard line when Jack Del Rio, the Raider coach, was a young lad. He used to come to the Raider games and he'd sit at about the 20 behind the Raiders bench. Grows up one day and leads this team in his first year as the head coach. Second possession for Carr and the Raiders. After an opening pick, he's got a completion this time to his tight end, and that's Lee Smith. Gain of 17.
One thing they have done, the Raiders, 86 goes down the middle. It's a blown assignment by the defense. Nobody has him in coverage. The zone is rotated the other way. That's why he's wide open. The Raiders have improved their tight end position dramatically. Lee Smith, Michael Rivera, and a rookie, Clyde Walford, all doing a good job.
What's up?
Give it to Murray. Murray picked up and taken down after a gain of 2. We got a mic here on Derek Carr. Let's listen in.
We're waiting. What's up? A tip ball, man. Oh my gosh.
I know how you feel, man. It's one thing to throw an interception, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Tough to take, got to shake it off. It happens a lot in this league.
2nd and 8. Back to Latavius. And he's falling near a first in a spot. Looks like it's going to be enough for one, but we got to check the penalty marker.
Well, did you see who was leading that run?
Holding. Number 18 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Called on Andre Holmes.
Well, Jim, let's go back and look at one of the big plays to start the scoring drive after the interception. It almost looks like Herndon's going down the field to shield off, and he did. That was a great job by him. Shielded off, and it allowed, Inman to come underneath. Got it down to the 1-yard line.
Set up the touchdown by Donald Brown and gave the Chargers some takeaway points. They were last in the league coming into this week 16. Last in the league in takeaway points. Only 23 on the season before tonight. So that was a spot foul. Now, how about this? They're waving off the penalty. Carl Cheffers comes on and says no penalty, 9-yard gain. That's a first down for Oakland. And Mike Carey, that was like 45 seconds after the call.
Well, when you get different angles from different officials, someone can talk somebody out of the foul, and that's the way to have good, clean officiating.
So the Raiders have the football just across the 50. And a new set of downs. Carr's got a short throw to Michael Crabtree.
Well, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, Jim? You know, 18 homes on the outside. Here he is, and got that hand in the collar, but lots of different views. So somebody, whoever made the call, Mike, the other official, said had a great view, and I disagreed.
Mike Carey?
Yeah.
Was that a hold?
That's a hold, and there's not always perfection in this game for teams and officials.
Yeah, you know, and I wish everybody would quit thinking it's going to be perfect when all the officiating is. Hey, look, it's a fast game. It's a lot of judgment. We're all going to differ in our opinions.
2nd and 8 jump pass, and that's to Murray. Able to cut around a little bit past Ingram for another first down.
Well, so far, you know, Derek Carr very good under the center. Play action fake. You like to see that. Look at the separation he has between him and the pass rushers.
Murray picks up 10 on the catch and run, and the Raiders operating now from the 37 of San Diego.
If San Diego wants to get pressure against Derek Carr, it most likely will only happen with blitzing, which they are very good at. They have some good speed, outside rushers. Atauchu, Melvin Ingram.
And a flag out and a pre-snap penalty coming against Oakland.
False start, number 86 offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Called on Lee Smith. They've been operating most of this series without Amari Cooper. Sunday at 9 on NFL Network, a sit down with the key pieces to the Jets offense and how they've come together this season. NFL Game Day morning, live Sunday, 9 only on NFL Network. How about the Jets? They could win out. They could go 11-5 and not make the playoffs.
It doesn't seem right, you know, in a league that we talk about so much parity, but there's just so many teams that have got hot in the AFC late in the year, putting the Jets in a tough spot.
1st and 15. Takes what's there in the middle of the field with Holmes for 7. Well, the Raiders in 2015, the win total at 6. They would like to close this year at 8-8. They can win this weekend and then week 17 at Kansas City. But already the best since 2011. Points are up. Best in 5 years. Pass touchdowns, the highest since back in 1976. 30 by Carr, 2 by his backup, Matt McGloin.
Pretty impressive. Second-year quarterback, Derek Carr, 30 touchdowns. One thing they want to get better at, throwing it down the field.
He's in trouble, and Carr never had a chance as Perriman comes up the middle. Denzel Perriman, the rookie out of Miami, taken in the 2nd round, and the coach is high on him.
52. One thing about this defense, I told you it's fast, and that they got 2 fast middle linebackers in Perriman and Manti Te'o, and that's why they're excited about the youth, where it can go, and he is truly, when you watch him, he's so quick, so fast, and sudden, he can make plays just like that.
Yeah, the inside backers, Perriman and Te'o.
How excited are the coaches?
And then on the outside, Ingram and Atauchu. Good set. 3rd and 17. Cooper's back out on the field for Oakland. And there's a completion for a first down on what was 3rd and 17. Walford, the rookie tight end out of Miami, for 22.
Zone defense, 3rd and long, going right up the seam. Look at Eric Weddle, gives him a free release. And then Derek Carr, you see about 5 throws a game, Jim, where I go, wow, that is really good. Gets set and just drives through the football and gets it just there in time to beat Manti Te'o.
He's 5 for 5 on this drive to 5 different targets. Gonna run it on first down with Murray. Murray to the 10, and he can walk in. Touchdown, Oakland.
Jameis Olawale, number 49, makes a great block. Coming out of the backfield, you're going to see him get manti tail. Here he comes around, seals it. And Murray knew right away, walks into the end zone. Now they've been complaining about the run game. They wanted to be more physical. A lot of good things so far for this Raider offensive line.
Extra point by Janikowski is good. Murray's within 5 yards of a 1,000-yard season. He had a monster Thursday night performance last year. He's got a 22-yard run for a touchdown to tie it.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except now you can say,
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Hey, Siri.
Which changes how you get in touch.
Hi, Sophie.
How you get answers.
Who was the Prime Minister of Britain in 1868?
The answer is Benjamin Disraeli.
Of course.
Oh, you knew that.
Find me a very expensive
Coffee shop with outdoor seating.
and dance.
You can do almost anything just with your voice.
Play the #1 song from 1979.
So yeah, that's what's changed.
These hands are made to work, so I don't waste time trying to get the grease off. I count on the Craftsman brand and their Mach Series tools to help me get the job done quickly. This Mach Series 53-piece set keeps me moving. Fast drive technology. An extendable reversible helix shaft delivers continuous rotation at 1.5 rotations per stroke. So I can roll through bolt after bolt. You get it today for 50% off, now only $49.99. And then there's the Mach Series 3/8 T-handle driver. An aluminum free-spinning collar can adjust quickly to help me drive in any screw. You got a really stubborn one? Use the strong square drive to break it loose. Good luck trying that with an ordinary screwdriver. And good luck finding a better deal on the T-handle drive. You get it now for 50% off at just $24.99. And Craftsman hand tools are protected by a lifetime full warranty. This holiday season, put Craftsman tools at the top of your wish list.
Tomorrow at 7, Greg Olsen tells us how the Panthers are approaching their pursuit of a perfect season. NFL Total Access tomorrow at 7, live on NFL Network.
Tonight's next-gen stats are brought to you by Go90. Watch the NFL on the go with Go90. Go90 to watch, cut, and share all the awesome. 77-yard touchdown drive. The Raiders accomplished that in 9 plays. Carr was perfect on the series, and Murray finished it off.
That'll make him get over that interception after that drive.
Yeah.
Get your confidence going, get you in rhythm.
Janikowski's kick on the ground, and it lands in the hands of Phillips. He stacked up a whole slew of Raider defenders. Just a 13-yard run back. Rivers and the Chargers will start this next drive at the 26.
Tim. Tostitos rolls. How's the queso? Tim, we need to hang out more. Tim Nato. T-Bone. Actually, my name is Brian. We can still hang out, Brian.
Tostitos Rolls, the official chip and dip sponsor of the NFL. Tostitos, party like a pro. Collect bid and you can win NFL tickets, Madden NFL 16 and Xbox One and more. Visit Tostitos.com.
The holiday season is here, and it's time to celebrate. With the best savings of the year, we're making this holiday the happiest of holidays. Right now, get the Sonata with 0.9% APR up to $1,500 year-end event cash and no payments for 90 days. Hurry in today.
Come on, guys, huddle up, huddle up. Let's play a game. We're gonna start by hopping over the fence while doing hopscotch.
He's gonna get the ball.
Try to get to that cone. Oh, you can't cover it? Oh. You have to add obstacles. Sprint back, do 5 jumping jacks. 3, 4, 5.
5 yards behind you.
We're gonna touch the tractor. And the person that swings on the branch first wins. But if you stop, get out. You guys ready?
Ready?
Let's go! If you can imagine it, you can play it. Get out and play for 60 minutes every day. You guys wanna play?
Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Tostitos Chips and Dips. Bring the party. And by Hyundai, an official sponsor of the NFL. The Raiders, Michael Crabtree, Amari Cooper, Rod Streeter, Andre Holmes, Jeremy Ross, Larry Pinkert, along with Hall of Famer Willie Brown, spreading some Christmas love to some kids in the Bay Area this holiday season.
Well, that Santa's going to scare some kids instead of making them feel like, oh. Great crowd here tonight to watch this Raiders football team.
Here's Rivers throwing on first down, and that's a completion to Dontrell Inman.
These type of plays, you know you're going to get singles on the outside. They put so much pressure. I think it's always one guy back in the deep middle. Corners, you got a lot of room to cover on the outside. Tough job for Emerson that time to cover Inman.
And Rivers touting the talents of Inman, the second-year player from Virginia. And meeting with him, calling him an ascending player as the run goes for only a couple for Brown. Most career touchdown passes without a Super Bowl start.
I guess it's a list you don't want to be on, but it just shows you how productive he has been. You know, listen, you could start every day with the pep talk from Phillip Rivers, couldn't you? I mean, he just comes in no matter what the situation. He always sees the good in it, the positive. That's why he's a great leader, and his talent makes him a tremendous quarterback.
2nd and 8, it's Brown. Shook off an early hit and advances it out to about the 47. Heaney on the tackle.
Oh, Heaney, Ben Heaney, number 51, playing a lot. Kind of taking over for Curtis Lofton in the middle, fast. Boy, do they like him. Just knows how to find it. Runs everywhere, hustles, plays so hard, and makes a lot of tackles.
Woodhead is the running back for this 3rd and 5. Pass with pressure and a flag hits the ground.
False start, number 76, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So the play was dead. 3rd down coming up, and coming up tomorrow at 9 on NFL Network. He was one of the game's most charismatic figures, known for moments as big as his persona. A football life, Ken Stabler. Tomorrow at 9 only on NFL Network. A beloved Raider who passed away this year, Ken Stabler. You don't want to miss that profile of his life tomorrow on NFL Network. Here's a 3rd and 10 coming up. Pass bounces off the hands of Herndon.
Good defense by the Raiders. That penalty makes it where that throw would have been much easier. Picks up a 1st down. He was not going to go anywhere even if it's completed. They played it safe. Phillip Rivers knows, hey, you got to catch that, but a little behind him, so not happy with himself either.
Cypress in to punt. Jeremy Ross is the Raider returner. No fair catch, and immediately brought down by Stuckey. Minute to go, quarter 1. 7-7 game here in Oakland.
It's a calling, a love affair, a quest. The next horizon. Everyone loves the chase.
When Pepsi approached me about being their spokesman, I said, I don't know. I don't really like to speak. So they said, well, Pepsi's all about trying something new. Give it a shot. So I said, okay, as long as I don't have to speak. And they said, okay, would you at least move your lips? Glug, 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 glug.
Speech mode, boss.
Home for the touchdown.
My Eagles.
It is caught.
We'll see you Saturday night.
Redskins Eagles, Saturday at 8. Thursday Night Football, now only on NFL Network.
Hi, this is Derek Carr, and on behalf of our team, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And Derek Carr can't wait to celebrate Christmas, seeing it through the eyes of his little boy, Dallas, age 2.
Well, we talked about it already, but the difference in last year to this year, and I expect this offense to even change going into next year. Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator, learned a lot from Chip Kelly about running the football, but they want to get the football down the field more in the passing game.
This is Murray. He stretches it out, but they'll mark him down at the 13. The 3-yard run. He took it from the 10 against Kansas City last year for a 90-yard touchdown in the game we saw, which really helped propel him to being the guy this year. You look at Derek Carr, and
good-looking running back, 3 shining stars, Derek Carr, Latavius Murray, and Amari Cooper, who has not been in there every play. Not 100% when you watch him early in the year. He was almost uncoverable, but dealing with the foot issue. And when you do that, we see it so much with receivers. It's kind of slowed him down here a little bit as the year goes on.
2nd and 7, whistles first.
False start, number 61, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
But Amari Cooper can change their offense, Jim, in so many ways. One, the plays he makes, but also when we see it, when you see a star receiver, the defense has to make adjustments. It helps everybody else. And man, when completely healthy, like we said, almost you couldn't cover him.
Well, that foot injury has just been a nuisance for him for the whole back half of the year. He's the top rookie in terms of catches and yards receiving and touchdown catches, already over 1,000, just 21 years old. 2nd down, 12, and right busting across is Ricardo Matthews to set back Murray for a loss of 2 on the final play of the quarter. 7-7 score after 1, and we'll return to Oakland after these messages. You're watching Thursday Night Football.
Adventure, it's in our DNA. The season of adventure sales event is happening now. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Tonight, the guys recap all the first half action with highlights and analysis and get you ready for the second half. The Lexus Halftime Report, tonight, live on NFL Network.
There are no medals won for earning a living. It's just what you do for family. But it's hard to build a future if you can't see past today. That's why Walmart is investing in the most important part of our company, our people. Because a raise in pay raises us all.
I wish this day would never end.
Morning.
The gift that keeps on thrilling. Now at the Oh What Fun It Is to Drive event.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
Start of the second quarter here in Oakland. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, Tracy Wolfson, Mike Carey. You're looking at Darryl Stuckey and Justin Tuck. They are the nominees from the Chargers and Raiders for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award, which will be brought down to 3 finalists in January and eventually live on CBS February 6th on the NFL Honors Award Show. The winner will be named. Congratulations to them both for all they've done in their communities. Tuck, he's out and injured and his season's complete, but he's done a lot along with his wife Lauren with the Tuck's Rush program for literacy, and Daryl Stuckey, who's banged up on that last punt return coverage. He's a United Way spokesman and an ambassador for the Play 60 Challenge. 3rd and 15 for Oakland. First play, second quarter. Tough, dangerous throw. And that was Ingram who got a hand on it.
Oh, Melvin Ingram. And I'll tell you the other one, Jason Verrett, number 22. Melvin Ingram almost gets it. And on the outside, Verrett is coming underneath, trying to get there. He is, number 22. But the first time they played, Jim, many weeks ago in October, the Oakland Raiders threw a couple of those screens outside and basically got the game rolling so good for them, they won easily.
Hartenden is the returner. Marquette King will get the snap from Thomas Gafford, who was just recently signed after John Kondo had to go on IR. That's going to bounce back to the Raider side of the field. And the flag is tossed in the middle of the field at the 37 after a 43-yard punt. You ever have a game on Christmas Eve? You ever play on?
No.
On the holiday?
No.
No.
After the play was over, personal foul, face mask, number 39 kicking team. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
So here are the Chargers worst in the league when it comes to average starting field position, and they're going to have for the second time in this game an excellent starting point deep in Oakland territory. They're going to mark it all the way down close to the 30-yard line. When you talk to the teams this week, they both seem very excited about playing on this night and having the chance to be home for Christmas, the weekend off.
I think it made us feel great. They gave us a great attitude too, coming into the game going, wow, these teams. And I think too the fact Thursday night they know they got the long weekend, and of course tomorrow being Christmas makes it special for the players.
From the 33, it's Brown.
But I will say this real quick, Jim Nance. That list.
That still got you, huh?
That naughty list, you know. Look, I talked to the big guy. He told me I had a heck of a year. I was extra nice, so I'm expecting something special tomorrow. Just to let you know.
Well, there may be a follow-up on that. We may have to work the list a little bit. Still time. He's going to be making his journey here in a couple of 3 hours, so there's still time.
Phillip Rivers doing a lot of work at the line of scrimmage, and most of the time it's to make sure Khalil Mack is not going to get in a position to get one-on-one to go to the quarterback.
Full start, number 88, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Another 5 yards against the Chargers on David Johnson that time. Saturday on NFL Network, the Redskins look to wrap up the NFC East, taking on the Eagles. Washington with a win will win the division if they win that game.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's can't wait to watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Kirk Cousins, one of the hot quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's Saturday at 8 only, NFL Network. The Redskins at 7-7. Trying to clinch it. 2nd and 12. And that gets close to the 28 for Antonio Gates. We saw the Redskins early in the year on Thursday Night Football against the Giants. I think we walked away that night not having any clue that they could possibly end up being the East champs.
Well, I think you got to look. We've learned one thing, and I say it every year. I'll learn from it, but I don't. Don't make quick judgments about football teams because they can all turn it around very quickly.
3rd and 5 from the Oakland 28.
Raiders not a big blitzing team. Can one of the down linemen get to Phillip Rivers?
Across the middle, precision throw by Rivers with a little extra juice on it too.
Yeah, he can just catch the ball and get rid of it so fast. Gates is going to come from the outside. Sorry, it's Ladarius Green, number 89, just up the field.
Hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, he took his eyes off of it.
Gain of 14 to Ladarius Green. New set of downs at the 14. Handoff to Brown. Maybe one.
Talking to Mike McCoy, you look at this San Diego team, the energy. He goes, look, I look at the team this way. You talked about it, Jim, the tough losses. He looks at Carolina last year, 3-8-1. Look what happened last year. Look where they are now. So that's the belief they have, that they could turn this thing around quickly.
That's Woodhead lined up to the right side. There he is. Gates on a wing to the left. 2nd and 9. And Rivers again works the middle to Herndon. He's within 2 of a first. Well, what you're talking, just right there, when you mentioned that about McCoy, you know, last year Carolina, they actually won those last 4. That got them into the playoffs. Not going to happen for them, but he really believes there's a carryover. Dan Henning, who used to be on the Carolina staff, said you're always playing for your future in this league.
Yeah, good statement. So true for coaches, quarterbacks.
3rd and 2.
Man coverage this time.
Open for the touchdown. It's Inman.
Same type of route, a little rub play, pick play, whatever you want to say, but I said it's just so much pressure on these corners, and sometimes you got to help them out. They don't do it often, and Inman just walks into the end zone easily.
Dontrell Inman.
Yeah, you can see Emerson just couldn't get there. He had to worry about that time Floyd going to the outside. That was enough to make him stumble. Inman wide open.
Extra point is good by Lambeau. Now, they had all kinds of injury issues on the outside this year, but coming out of that, they have found a player that's going to be part of their future in Dontrell Inman, who's in the end zone.
Santa has a magic snow globe for every family. And whatever he puts in our snow globe shows up at our house. And this year, look at what he put in our driveway.
Santa can do that?
He sure can, honey.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is going on now with some of the most magical deals of the year. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Soldiers of the Rebel Alliance, you are our only hope.
Your rebellion ends here. Rated T for teen. Available now.
PlayStation.
It's here, the first gummy multivitamin from Centrum. A complete, tasty way to support your energy, immunity, and metabolism like never before. Centrum Multi-Gummies. See gummies in a whole new light.
Gifts for the tech-savvy uncle and the 5-year-old. Done and done. With 50% off our hottest tablets, like the Ellipsis 10-inch tablet for $99.99. Get the best deals and the better network. Visit Verizon online or in-store today.
Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Lexus. Turn every ride into a thrill ride with the Lexus Performance Line. And by Star Wars Battlefront, in stores now, rated teen. Santa going through all the stretching exercises to get ready for his busy night.
Got a lot of work ahead. You know, you got to get loose before you work out.
Yep. Not a night to pull a hamstring.
It's a great night, really. It really is. Christmas Eve. Hope a lot of people are enjoying the game. It's looking like it's going to be something special on Christmas Eve.
Lambeau's kick out at about the 4. And Jones meets a couple of Chargers at the 24. Tonight's Skycam is being presented by Mazda. This Coliseum was first home for the Raiders in the '66 season. The franchise was born back in '60, but came to this stadium in '66, which was the first Super Bowl year in the league, a January '67 Super Bowl game, which the Raiders would play in Super Bowl II. Cooper has not been targeted so far in this game. He's at the bottom of the screen. Going to have it handed off to Murray. And he bounces off the first hit, gets near the 29 for 4 yards.
Yeah, that was Perriman again on the tackle. And Mike McCoy just said it clearly to us last night. And John Pagano, the defensive coordinator, our upfront people, their number one job now is to make sure Perriman and Manti Te'o don't let people get to them, because if you don't let them get those linemen get up the field, they will make the tackle.
Murray now with 999 yards on the season. 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's get some toughness here.
Fake to him, and the throw is to Holmes for a first down. Andre Holmes.
Really nice job by Carr that time. One thing I've really noticed, he really can look from one side, looks left, and right away turns and finds the next receiver. Love that. You see that so much more now in the NFL, where the second receiver is on the other side of the field. Why? Because when he looks left, what are the defenders going to do? They're going to go that way a little bit, opens up the other side.
First down at the 39.
He's probably just happy that when you look at Carr, that it's just not raining. He's played a lot of wet games this year.
Able to avoid the sack, slips right out of it and stretches that football out near the first down. But let's check, there's a flag. Picked up 9 on the run.
Pretty quick looking when he takes off the run. I think he should do it more.
Holding, number 81 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Rivera, the tight end, is called for that. They were forecasting rain for this all week long, but it passed through earlier today. Maybe a slight chance of a passing shower. There is the hold, a takedown by Rivera. Spot foul, though, will make it 1st and 11 at the 38.
It's a beautiful sunny night compared, like you said, compared to what it was supposed to be. But, you know, going back to Derek Carr, I would like to see him do that. When you see man coverage, look for your receiver or two. Then nobody's watching the quarterback. Take off and run because he's good at it.
There's Murray. He's got maybe 3 with that one, and he's got a 1,000-yard season. That's the first 1,000-yard season for a Raider since Darren McFadden back in 2010.
Yeah, you know, I like this. When you look at this offense, a couple key offensive linemen we like. We talked about the tight ends. You know, when Amari Cooper is healthy, that's great. They got Murray. You know, Jim, they just need one more guy. Every team needs 2 really solid running backs. He's explosive and can gain extra yards after the hit.
And he's got it again. And he weaves around one defender near another first. Gain of 9.
Great block by Lee Smith. Number 86, I think it was. They got 3 tight ends. They play them all. Top of the screen. That's Walford that sealed it in, number 88. A little Marcus Allen look there to it, didn't it?
Yeah,
and he kind of made that cut.
He's a big back, too.
Oh, he is. We were watching practice. Yeah, watching practice. He walked by me. I was like, man.
So first down for Oakland. And both the defender and receiver, Cooper, slipped on that. Jack Del Rio, as mentioned, grew up about 10 miles away in Hayward. Excited about Christmas and his family this year. All the kids, he's got grown kids. They're all going to be, they're all here. All going to be at the house, all 4 of them.
I think it'll be a Merry Christmas. You know, he kind of hit it. You know, we win this game. Going to enjoy Christmas Day a lot more, of course, for all the players and coaches.
2nd and 10. And goes with the safety valve. That's Murray for about 7. Well, Jack was born in Castro Valley, California.
It's unbelievable he's a high school player there. He looks, he's ready to go.
Went down to USC, played football, was a catcher on the baseball team. In fact, he played baseball at USC with Mark McGuire and Randy Johnson. Got another pre-snap penalty.
Encroachment, number 90 defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Jack Del Rio had quite a football career, too, on to the NFL as a player. So this will give the Raiders a first down. Matthews jumping across, and Carr knew what that meant. 4 pre-snap penalties so far on San Diego.
Too anxious to get to the quarterback. They had success last week. I'm sure they want to mimic it this week against the Raiders.
That's Murray. Decided to cut it upfield and pick up 5.
One of the reasons they like that shotgun formation sometimes in a run, you notice that looked just like Chip Kelly's outside running game. And they know they can do that, of course, with Murray. But you do have to respect, there's Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator. You got to respect the fact that Derek Carr could pull that, fake it, and still get outside the edge the way he can run.
2nd and 5. A drive that's 4.5 minutes to this point. Kenny goes with the pass to Murray. This for 3 more, and let's get a report from Tracy.
Well, Jim, you mentioned that Jack Del Rio grew up just 10 miles from here. He grew up a Raiders fan. His father had season tickets right behind the Raiders bench. He attended his first game at 7. He told me it's an honor to coach here. He has to pinch himself every time he pulls into the lot. And then he said he did come home, would be nice to stay, Jim.
His favorite Raiders, thank you, Tracy, Phil Villapiano and Rod Martin. 3rd and 2. And Carr going for the big one. And a diving attempt by Holmes, incomplete, right at the pylon.
That was Jalil Adai, top of the screen, running with him.
They're going to go Janikowski here.
Boy, he got his hand on the football, timed it perfectly, and that's the decision here. I would definitely go for the field goal. Long way to go.
It's going to be a 50-yard attempt for Janikowski. Now, he has all-time 51 kicks of 50 and beyond. That's one off the all-time record held by Jason Hansen. This to tie the most kicks from 50 in the history of the league. And Janikowski, dead center for the 52nd time. Ties Hansen with the mark all-time.
How else do you think he gets around so fast? Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end January 4th.
This is Bob. Bob's on a first date, so he's not thinking about where to buy his next set of tires. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. Right now, he could visit TireRack.com/Blizzak Tires to conquer the cold with the full line of Bridgestone Blizzak winter tires, including the new DMV2. But Bob's not thinking about tires. Bob's thinking, should I tell her about that thing in her teeth? TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
It takes great sleep to live a great life. So Casper created one perfect mattress. It ships free in a big box. Try it at home for 100 nights and see. You'll sleep better, dream better, and live better. Upgrade your mattress at Casper.com.
Sunday at 9.
we sit down with the key pieces of the Jets offense.
The main thing for us is winning. The best thing is doing it together.
That's a Jet touchdown!
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9, live on NFL Network.
Eric Weddle on the table, getting some attention here.
Yep, they need him out there, the quarterback of the defense. Going back to that play that was broken up when you saw Carr throw it to Holmes, that was Jason Verrett who broke it up. We've talked about him. He's having an outstanding year. They haven't challenged him really yet tonight. I think we know why when you watch him play.
Jankowski, driving kick, skids into the hands of Herndon. He's out to the 26. Olawale on the tackle. The Pointer Sisters taking us to break here. I'm so excited. They're from Oakland.
Come on, sing it.
Go for it.
This Christmas, spend the holidays with Quentin Tarantino.
Starting to see pictures, ain't you?
The Hateful Eight is the most fun you'll have at the movies this year, and now nominated for 3 Golden Globes.
I sure hope so.
Amen. The Hateful Eight, rated R.
Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
Wishes do come true. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. Right now, get exceptional offers on the entire Lincoln family. During the final days of the Lincoln Wishlist event, get your choice of MKC, MKZ, gas or hybrid for $369 a month with 0 due at signing.
Your moment, your time.
What are people going to think of our new buttermilk crispy chicken? Let's find out.
It's probably the best sandwich I've ever had. It's super crispy, but it's also really juicy.
So would you guys come back?
Yeah.
Here's our card. It's McDonald's.
Oh, get out of here.
Try some buttermilk crispy chicken. It's right around the corner at McDonald's.
Flavors you love in the soups you love. Campbell's Chunky. It fills you up right.
Let's take a look at Next Gen Stats presented by Go90.
Well, what we're going to see, the most use of 5 defensive linemen. Look how much more the Raiders use 5 defensive linemen than anybody else in the league. Why? Because the number 52, Khalil Mack, linebacker slash defensive end. So a lot of times he's out there, you don't know what he is. He can be either one. And of course, we know he's a good pass rusher with the number of sacks he has this year.
Got a hand in the ground for this first down snap for the Chargers, who lead at 14-10. Rivers was 4 for 4 on that last touchdown drive, including the throw to Inman for the score. And he's got a completion here to Malcolm Floyd.
Well, Phillip Rivers, you know, so far tonight just can get rid of the football so quick, and he's so accurate with the football. Inman to the outside. Hey, anticipates over the middle to L'Garius Green, and then watch the little rub play. Threw it right on target for the touchdown.
No gain on that carry as the Raiders stuff the middle of the field.
And Rivers is good with the quick snap, which we just saw.
Yeah, quick snap, quick release. Always see that when you're
talks quick
in person. Everything moving in a hurry.
He's in a hurry, and it's just, man, he must not go to sleep at night. He must just lay down and pass out.
3rd and 1. It's Donald Brown. Well, I think they may have. Let's see what the mark is.
I think it's going to be just short.
Phillips going to assist here on the marking. Charles Woodson came up to help make the hit, and they mark him short. Going to have a measurement, though.
Be interested to see if they're just a couple inches short. What would Mike McCoy do here?
At his own 36?
Yeah, well, look, it's just the way the game is going, the season, all that. But I think he'll punt the football. That would be my guess.
Inches. Fourth down.
I would.
Yeah, they could challenge the spot. He's got the...
I thought the spot was right on the money.
I did too. He's got the flag in hand.
Watch Donald Brown. It's a good shot. You can even see the line mark that he falls short of. There it is. Look at the football.
It's Woodson really backed him up. He kind of got him going sideways, and they are going to challenge it now. He's thrown out the challenge flag.
How about Woodson being up there? Woodson, you see him, safety.
San Diego's challenging the ruling on the field that the ball is short of the line to gain. We'll review the play.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so we have to build our own.
This is the one place we're not afraid to fail. Some of these experiments may not work, but a few might shape the future. Like turning algae into biofuel, new technology for capturing CO2 emissions, and cars twice as efficient as the average car today. Ideas ExxonMobil scientists are working on to make energy go further, no matter how many tries it takes. Energy lives here.
This is the worst date I've ever been on. I bet my shoes cost more than your stupid boat does. I am not touching your worm.
No more blind dates for me.
Somebody say me, get off, get off, get off, get off.
Whoa!
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
City folks just don't get it. Remembered for moments as big as his persona.
If we kept it close, Kenny would find a way.
But never seeing football's highest honor.
Look at his numbers. Those are Hall of Fame credentials.
Ken Stabler of Football Life, Christmas night at 9, only on NFL Network.
We've looked at this several times
After
over.
review, the ruling on the field stands. It is fourth down. San Diego will be charged with their second timeout.
Woodson did push him back, Phil, a little bit, and the question was, as many times as we looked at it during the break and slowed it down, did he get actually to the exact 36-yard line? You'll see.
Well, right there is the ball on the 36-yard line. Mike Carey, what do you say?
Well, here's the punt first. And that is Ross to the 21. What did you see there, Mike?
Well, what I see is that the angle wasn't good enough to reverse. It was very close because forward progress starts as soon as Woodson hit him. But that angle wasn't enough to give us a clear look. That's why the ruling on the field stood.
Yep. Mike McCoy, I'm sure he felt like, hey, the game, the momentum, everything, that's why he knew. I'm sure they told him upstairs that it was close. But it was worth the risk.
That was Woodson who made that play.
How about that? Charles Woodson, we haven't really talked much about him yet, but a great center fielder, really has played 3 different positions in the NFL. Corner, safety, and at Green Bay, I don't know what the name or what he did. He just roamed all over the field and made plays.
Play action. Carr down the sideline and incomplete. Thrown toward Michael Crabtree. Week 16 continues with that special Saturday edition of Thursday Night Football. Ian Eagle and Trent Green be there for the 8:25 Eastern Time start. NFL Network, Redskins, Eagles.
You know, a play like that, a play action pass, where Carr's going to try to get some extra time and throw it deep down the field tells you something about Amari Cooper. Usually that football always goes his way when they're trying to throw those long passes down the sideline. Not that time. Went to Michael Crabtree.
He's been targeted once and he slipped on the route. It was a short route. Straight ahead. And bulldozing his way for about 7 is Murray. And now is up to 66 yards on 12 carries, including a touchdown.
We talked about it, the Raiders, the one thing, they believe in their quarterback, their wide receiver. They just got to get better at running the football. 25th in the NFL. You would think when you just look at them, we saw them in practice, you see them here in the game, you go, and that's a lot of big stuff up there when you talk about their offensive line. It's big, it's just got to get more aggressive.
It's a 3rd and 3. Out of an empty backfield. And that was handed or thrown in the direction of Robertson. I'm not sure he had to come back for a little bit. That would have ever had the angle to turn upfield and get the first.
Yeah, he couldn't get there because Perriman, number 52, was in the middle and redirected him a little bit. So nowhere to go. And Patrick Robinson right on him with good coverage.
So unable to do anything after the defense comes up with the big stop. Very quick work by the offense. 3 and out. And King to punt for the 2nd time. Short snap and a fake and a first down. Asante has the football. There is a penalty marker out. He ran it for 18 yards on the fake. Mike McCoy feels pretty convinced this is going to be a penalty against Oakland.
It came out so quick. Was it illegal formation? Is the only thing I can see why the line judge threw the penalty so fast.
Illegal formation, offense. Only 6 players on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
Wow.
Boy, some of these situations, you practice it all season long for that one occasion. And then you have a pre-snap penalty that negates the 18-yard run for the first down.
I'm not sure which one it is. You look at it, it could be Olawale. The fact that he is, well, at the bottom of the screen, we got somebody off the line of scrimmage too. You could take your pick with either one. You got to know the rules, where to line up. They didn't. Big play.
King punt short of the returner and a generous bounce all the way to the 22 where it's down by Toomer. 54-yard punt. 3 minutes to go in the half. The Chargers have the football and the lead.
You infiltrate them. You earn their trust.
What are you doing here, Utah?
I'm chasing something.
Come with us.
People see what they want to see.
It's time to choose whose side you're on.
Point Break, rated PG-13, starts tomorrow.
I absolutely love my New York apartment, but the rent is outrageous. Good thing Geico offers affordable renters insurance. With great coverage, it protects my personal belongings should they get damaged, stolen, or destroyed. Excuse me.
Delivery. Hey, lo mein, Szechuan chicken, chopsticks, soy sauce, and you got some fortune cookies. Have a good one.
These small New York apartments.
Protect your belongings. Let Geico help you with renter's insurance.
Every insurance policy has a number, but not every insurance company understands the life behind it. For those who've served and the families who've supported them, we offer our best service in return. USAA, we know what it means to serve. Get an insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Through the years, some of the legends in this rivalry, from Al to Fouts to Stabler and LT and Marcus and Allworth, Bolitnikoff and Seau and Long and Joyner. Tim Brown, you saw Coach Coryell and John Madden. Al Davis in the eternal flame here. Al actually coached wide receivers for first the LA, then the San Diego Chargers from 60 to 62 before took ownership of the Raiders. And behind the binoculars, Coach Tom Flores.
Yeah, he only won a couple Super Bowls.
Yep.
Why he's not in the Hall of Fame and doesn't even get mentioned is beyond my thoughts.
Over to Woodhead, his first catch. That's for 6. Tom Flores calls the Raider games on the radio with Greg Papa. Lives down in the desert, and he won, yeah, as you said, he won 2 Super Bowls for the Raiders, one while in Oakland, one in LA.
Just, you know, you never hear his name. And, you know, listen, hey, that was some group of personalities and everything he had to deal with. Kept them together, 2 Super Bowls.
There's a 2nd and 5 heave, and it is caught by Inman again.
Boy, wide open down the field. They've been playing so much man coverage, so they switch it up. Kenny Norton says, let me give my defensive backs a break, but it leaves such big holes in the defense. Phillip Rivers finds it. Ball got away from him, but Inman's so wide open, able to stop and make the catch.
Gonna run it down to the 2-minute warning. Phillip Rivers has hit his last 7 passes. And the Chargers go to the 2-minute break.
Why are there seasonal beers? Because our thirsts change with the seasons. In spring, we crave something crisp and bright. Hot summer makes us want citrusy refreshment. Leaves fall, and we seek out malty comfort. And in winter, we want to cozy up to a rich, warm brew. Sam Adams Winter Lager, brewed with fresh ground holiday spices. It's our gift to beer lovers everywhere. Sam Adams Winter Lager. No more, love more.
Fellas, we can't have the Capital One Orange Bowl without oranges.
That's a clementine.
This isn't a baby orange? Nope. What about this?
Tangerine.
Well, at least I got a good deal on these really big oranges.
Grapefruit.
See, now you're just messing with me. This looks nothing like a grape.
2 different fruits, my brother. You do know pineapples don't look like apples, right?
Looks like an orange to me.
To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4. A new pen for new masterpieces. We reinvented the Surface Pro so you can reinvent everything else. To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4. A new screen for new perspectives. We reinvented the Surface Pro so you can reinvent everything else.
The hits, the misses, the pizza. The jukes, the sacks, the pizza. The superstars, the super fans, the pizza. Everything you love about football is here, especially the pizza.
Up your game with 2 large 2-topping pizzas for only $7.77 each. That's 2 large 2-topping pizzas for $7.77 each.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
The official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
On the next episode of The Timeline, the NFL and AFL rivalry.
They're rating our quarterbacks, they're rating our stars.
And the moment they came together for the good of the game.
World champion.
The Timeline, the merger, tonight after the postgame on NFL Network.
Coming up, the Lexus halftime report, first half highlights and analysis of tonight's game. Rich Eisen and crew ready to go.
I know one thing, part of this first half, the Oakland Raiders, no pressure on Phillip Rivers.
Rivers with 1 timeout to work with. A first down at the 47.
Here's Khalil Mack, top of the screen. Oh, I just missed him too late, but top of the screen looks like he'll have a chance to go one-on-one with Chris Harrison.
Looked like you put an extra bolt on the helmet of Rivers. There's another nice hook up. And that one to Inman again.
Yeah, they just said, let's switch sides. We've seen this play a couple times tonight. It's Inman breaking inside, the inside receiver kind of blocking for him. And they are 3 for 3. Good plays every time they run that exact same look.
Inman's got 5 catches, everybody else with 1. That's a reception by Herndon as Mack comes over to bring him down after 7.
Yep, Khalil Mack every once in a while does drop back in coverage. I asked him about it. He says he likes it, keeps the offensive lineman from getting in rhythm, and also gives him a little bit of a break. Rushing the passer every play wears you out. Dropping back in coverage is easier.
And it is finally caught by Woodhead. Juggled it for a while. And then Heaney brings him to the turf.
Good job finding. If it's right on target, he's going to get a lot more yards, but a good adjustment by Woodhead. No timeout here for Phillip Rivers. Got the defense reeling. Keep it going.
2nd and 4 with inside 50 seconds to go. And that's incomplete. Off the hands of Inman.
Wow, and wide open.
This performance doesn't really surprise you, does it? When Rivers met with us last night, he said, yeah, I know it's cliche, but this team truly never quits. This is a group of guys who will fight and battle. They couldn't wait to get back onto the field and do just that again.
Yep.
And even McCoy chimed in, and he used the word amazing when he talked about the team's never give up attitude with so many close losses and still coming back and being up for the next game. All of that with a team with a 4-10 record. 3rd and 4. Look at that defensive stick. Well done by Taylor Mays on Gates. Holds him to 2.
4th down. Looks like the Chargers. Phillip Rivers. Nope. We're going to kick the field goal. He was trying to get up there and run another play.
Timeout called by the Raiders here.
Gates against Taylor Mays, something they were hoping to get more of tonight. Watch Gates, number 85, just going out there to another way of thinking maybe the outside receiver was going to give him more space so he could turn it up. But Taylor Mays, quick to the spot, good tackle.
Mays seeing a lot of action tonight with Nate Allen out. So they could have gone for it on 4th and 2, but got to think the smart play here is field goal. It'll be 47 yards by Lambeau, the rookie out of Texas A&M. Winds are swirling here tonight.
I think the wind, you said that, Jim, I think it's behind him as I look at all the flags in the stadium.
Cypress, the holder, 47 yards, and the kick stays on that line. It's good. It was hugging that left side all the way. And Lambeau now is 23 out of 28 his rookie year.
You said it, hug the left side all the way, just gets in there. Charles Woodson knowing he's going to retire, last Raider home game, and that's why the Raiders called that timeout. They give themselves 30 seconds, 2 timeouts left to maybe get in field goal range to kick a field goal.
Again, the Lexus halftime report is coming up shortly. When they got to halftime in their first meeting, the Raiders had the decisive lead on the Chargers down San Diego way, and that game at one point got all the way up to 37-6. The Raiders had a 31-point lead, and Rivers telling us, you know, I've been here for quite a while, and all the guys that have been here for quite a while, we looked up and said, Oakland doesn't do that to us.
He couldn't believe it.
He was looking at the cut-ups, in fact, this week of that game, and the score was always on the cut-ups.
Yep.
And he still was amazed they got that far down. The final ended up being 37-29.
Well, that gets you motivated. That's why I thought they'd come in here emotionally, even after last week's game against Miami, maybe their last home game in that stadium. The way the Raiders pounded them the last time, you look for payback.
Jones on the return. And it's a good one near the 40. And the Raiders have 2 timeouts in 26 seconds to get themselves in position for the Janikowski field goal attempt. 36-yard run back by Jones.
Yeah, with 2 timeouts, of course, that allows them to do anything they want. And if the ball's caught in bounds, I would not try to rush up, spike it, or run another play. I would immediately call the timeout if anybody catches it and stays in bounds.
Let's see if they can get Cooper in the game here. He's, again, only been targeted once, no catches. After 68 on the season for over 1,000 yards, Carr's looking his way. And it's not any big gainer here, but it's a catch. Cooper's first for 7.
Well, you hear him yelling Coop, the fans, but that's the side you'd expect him to run an out cut on. It's his left foot that bothers him. So that time he cut off his right foot. Makes the catch. Good start to the drive.
2nd and 3. Oh, and the Chargers surround Carr. 4 of them there. The first to get there, Adai and Teo. A loss of 12.
Well, let's just watch. The play is designed to throw it to Cooper at the top of the screen, and I don't know if Carr just doesn't trust it, but if he sits there, throws it, look how wide open he is. And the Chargers, John Pagano, the defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, the linebacker coach, they're aggressive. They love the blitz. They got speed on the defensive side, and they use it.
That is the 2nd sack here in the first half by San Diego. And the Raiders used a timeout.
John Pagano, defensive coordinator, really excited. You know, I think the whole team, the way the defense has played the last few weeks, I think, as Jim, you talked about it, the way they're playing tonight, that's what's kept their spirits up. And you go, wow, okay. It gives you hope.
Raider quarterbacks have been sacked only 24 times coming into this game, which was 6th best in the league. And now we got a timeout charge to San Diego, just to make sure they're set up to not give up anything that puts Janikowski in play.
Well, we've seen it a lot this year, haven't we? Situations just like this where all the defensive players go back and they know where that line is, where to make sure the football's thrown underneath them.
So if the Raiders are able to complete anything in the middle of the field, and they do have the 1 timeout.
Probably need about, at most, 15 yards. They could at least get 1 to throw the end zone if they had to.
That Carr's going to have to run for it. And he slides down at the 46. They call a timeout here. You might as well have
Absolutely.
the heat for a Hail Mary.
Excellent job. That's what you do.
Are you ready for another Hail Mary? We had one going into the half at Houston.
That's right.
Yeah, to Jalen Strong. And then, of course, the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys, the longest ever to end the game on a Thursday night game at Detroit.
You know, listen, everybody works on this. Every practice we go to, you see the coaches going over what we're going to do at the end of the game. We saw it down in Dallas with Jason Garrett. They went over it endlessly, and you got to do this and be ready for it, Jim. Why? But there's so many good receivers. They're big. They can jump. They can box you out.
Well, you just described Malcolm Floyd, who's back there in coverage.
How about that?
Do you know the name Hail Mary originated from a game 40 years ago this coming week on December 28th of '75? Roger Staubach to Drew Pearson. And it was Roger who came up with the term after the game. He named it the Hail Mary. It's going to be hard to get it down the field, running to his left. And he'll just swing it back to the far side. Going to get a big gain here with Murray. We do have a flag down. The lateral, though, to Cooper. And Cooper brings it all the way back to Carr at the line of scrimmage, who then flips it to Crabtree. All of this while there's a flag on the field. Now a second one comes down.
Yep. Clip. Probably illegal lineman down the field. And a block in the back.
There are multiple fouls by the offense on the play. ineligible player downfield, number 66. That penalty's declined. Illegal block in the back, number 68. That penalty is also declined. That's the end of the half.
All that on Christmas Eve night, all kinds of excitement. You know, you got to improvise. It's a night where one guy in particular is going to be doing a whole lot of traveling and cutting and bobbing and weaving to cover the world. Let's go down to Tracy Wolfson.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. An interesting way to end the half there. I know that's not the first time that's happened this year.
No, that's the second time. Evidently, we've got some hard learning, but we'll get it fixed.
Defensively, though, Phillip Rivers just able to get the ball out so quickly. How do you generate some more pressure on him?
Well, he gets sacked in every game. He's going to get sacked in the second half. We've got to force him to throw the ball, to not be able to throw the ball on time like he wants to. They've hit us with a couple of pick situations where our guys have not played it well enough, and they're getting away with it, and it's something that they do. We know that. So we've got to handle that a little bit better so we can make him reload. If we make him reload, we'll get sacks.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's the end of the first half with the score, San Diego 17 and Oakland 10.
Can't touch this.
Phillip Rivers 14 out of 17 in that first half. Reyes with the early interception setup. Brown for the score. Touchdown pass to Inman. Back with the Lexus halftime report after these messages.
Hit every mark. Thread every needle. Turn every ride into a thrill ride. The power and precision of the Lexus Performance line. Now available with turbocharged engines for even more exhilaration. Including the new 2016 GS. Once driven, there's no going back.
Everybody deserves the gift of more data. For a limited time, Verizon is giving you 24 bonus gigs at no additional cost every year for life. That's 2 extra gigs per line per month when you activate or upgrade on our XL or larger sizes. 24 bonus gigs every year for life. Stream more, surf longer, all on the better network. Visit Verizon online or in-store today.
When it's your job to protect the world's greatest nation, it's your responsibility to solve the world's greatest challenges. This is why we search for the best and brightest, why we train for every eventuality, on land and water, in the air, space, and even cyberspace. We operate in a complex world with one simple mission: win.
I think it was my first year in the league. Walter Payton was on the sidelines, and I walked over to him, and I put my hand out to shake his hand. I said, "Yeah, I'm Eric Dickerson." He said, "I know who you are." I love Walter. I talked to him like a couple of months before he passed away. He said, "Eric," the guy asked me, "Am I afraid?" He said, "Of course I'm afraid, because I've never died before." I can say he's sadly missed.
No one covers game day like Game Day.
We love coming together on a day like today.
We kick off first.
We're going to tell you who's going to win and why.
Bring you expert analysis.
These guys are what I call playmakers.
Live stats and interviews.
I'm running angry every time. The sky's the limit.
And we're there to wrap up your day.
They're getting it done. I like this team in all facets.
We've got you covered.
All day long.
We're just doing our job.
NFL Game Day, Sunday starting at 7, only on NFL Network.
Welcome to the Lexus Halftime Report. Here's your host, Rich Eisen.
Latavius Murray with 95 total yards of offense in the first half, including this touchdown, the lone bright spot for the Oakland Raiders tonight, as the San Diego Chargers have scored as many points as Phillip Rivers' uniform number to take a 17-10 lead at half. The first of 2 games on NFL Network to kick off Week 16. On Saturday night, the Redskins can clinch the NFC East with a win in Philadelphia on Saturday night, Thursday night edition. If the Eagles win that game, though, they would be set up for a win-and-in scenario in the Week 17 season finale at the New York Giants, who play on Sunday night against the Minnesota Vikings. They need to win out and have the Redskins lose out for them to get the NFC East. I am Rich Eisen, along with Marshall Falk, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Irvin. For some reason, not wearing your winter coat. Maybe you want to show off that color rush suit that you have on.
Coat, Rich, I didn't expect it to be this cold.
Okay. So, basically, what do you think has happened in the first half of this game to give the lead to San Diego?
Well, we're seeing a lot of things. First of all, I don't know, maybe they should have watched the Super Bowl last year. That play that Butler stopped, because San Diego's running that pick play every time and finding it open and making plays out there. And they're hurting the Raiders with that play, Coach.
Well, they are. And Philip Rivers is getting rid of the ball quickly. He's completing a lot of passes. But I don't know why the Raiders aren't getting the ball to their primary receivers. We're talking about Mari Cooper with 1 catch and Crabtree with just 1 catch. But Philip Rivers is completing passes. He's sustaining some drives here, 14 of 17, 145 yards and a touchdown. The Raiders have to get to him. Khalil Mack's been quiet tonight.
What I see basically is the San Diego Chargers' ability to get the ball down the field. They're one-dimensional. They're not running the football. They're throwing the ball, no pass rush on Philip Rivers. If you allow him to stand back there and pick you apart, Philip Rivers will do that.
And you heard what Jack Del Rio said to Tracy Wolfson right at halftime, saying, hey, they're running pick plays, they're getting away with it. We need to do a better job and put a little hitch in Philip Rivers' giddy up to go put him down on the turf.
Yeah, or do a better job of stepping up and jamming that point man on that pick play like they did in the Super Bowl, so you can mess up the whole play.
So it's Philip Rivers and the Chargers up at halftime here in the season finale and maybe franchise finale game in Oakland for the Raiders. We're back with more at halftime in a moment.
Who's the rebel now?
No way.
Yes way. Savor breakfast anytime you like. Eggs, sizzling sausage, hot cakes, real butter. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Yeah!
It's time to start breaking some rules.
It's a special Saturday edition of Thursday Night Football.
My Redskins.
Takes it home for the touchdown.
My Eagles.
It is caught.
The NFC East hangs in the balance. The Redskins look to wrap up the division.
And he's in for the touchdown.
But the Eagles are poised to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Give it up for the man next to you.
And you can only see it on NFL Network.
We'll see you Saturday night.
Redskins, Eagles, Saturday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Once again, it's a win-and-in scenario for Washington in Philadelphia, and if the Eagles can win, they would have a win-and-in situation for themselves, Week 17 at the New York Giants. So, Michael Irvin, what do you expect to see in that game on Saturday?
Guys, as we know, there's no greater game in the world than football, and it's the greatest reality show in the world. Deshaun Jackson gets to go home, and he gets to go home and win an NFC East crown, at the same time knocking the Philadelphia Eagles out of the playoff. And if he's fortunate enough, by his words and his standards, he can get the man fired that fired him. The greatest reality show in the world goes down Saturday right here on NFL Network. Hey, we know it's a quarterback-driven league, and both of these quarterbacks will be prepared to play. But I want to see which one of the defenses is going to get 3-and-outs or turnovers to help these quarterbacks knock the other team blue. Kind of like you, Irv.
And if Jay Gruden's Redskins want to win this division, they're going to have to count on that quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He finally won consecutive games last week, and now he goes on the road to win his 3rd in a row. They haven't been real good on the road, just 1-5. But to take the next step, they got to win at the Eagles.
Yep, and it's, again, a win-and-in scenario for Washington. And if the Eagles come up with that win, they get that scenario for themselves.
Hey, Rich.
On the final week of the season.
It's cold.
It is NFL.com fantasy. It's the playoff challenge right here on NFL.com. Check it out. Go right now. So we were all set for a special storybook ending for Charles Woodson, but Cam Inman, Phillip Rivers, and the Chargers have a script of their own that they've been following. They're up 17-10 at half.
Thank you for watching the Lexus Halftime Report.
Way up in the North Pole, a penguin loaded a toy car onto a racetrack. Zoom. It took off. Going faster and faster and twisting and turning until finally it stopped right in our driveway.
But Dad, penguins live in the South Pole.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is going on now with some of the most magical deals of the year. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Opportunity has no slow season, no off days or downtime. Opportunity is everything you make of it. This winter, take advantage of our season's best offers on the latest generation of Cadillacs. The 2016 Cadillac SRX. Get this low mileage lease from around $339 per month or purchase with 0% APR financing.
This is Phyllis. Phyllis is headed to a science conference, so she's not thinking about tires right now. But if she were, all she'd need to know is TireRack.com. Right now, she could get a $50 prepaid MasterCard when she buys a set of 4 select Sumitomo tires. For details, she'd go to TireRack.com/Sumitomo offer. But Phyllis isn't thinking about tires. Phyllis is thinking, well, I'm not really sure, but it's probably important. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
It was an all-out war. It became a war of survival.
On the next episode of the new series, The Timeline, the rivalry that tore apart pro football.
They're rating our quarterbacks. They're rating our stars.
They provoked us.
The moment they came together for the good of the game.
At some point, you begin to understand the importance of peace.
And the day the doubts disappeared.
The Jets are the world champions.
I saw those fans up there. Yeah, we did it, the AFL.
The Timeline, the merger, tonight after the postgame, only on NFL Network.
To the 10, and he can walk in. Open for the touchdown. We are back in Oakland, getting set for the start of the second half. The Chargers on top of the Raiders, 17-10. Let's check the first half performance moment, presented by Mobile One. And it's Rivers to Inman. They teamed up 5 times for 65 yards and a touchdown. Now, I know this year you became a very big fantasy football player. You don't want to own up to that, but, you know, a lot of teams, a lot of people out there with their fantasy championship games this weekend. You ready for this one? That last play of the first half.
Right.
The penalty was declined.
Right.
So Murray gets credit for the catch and the yardage, but then he threw it back to Cooper. For those of you who have Amari Cooper on your team, he gets credited for negative 20 receiving yards on that last play of the first half.
Okay.
So the one catch is all he has for minus 13 receiving yards.
So let's rephrase all this. You're the big fantasy guy.
No.
I hear it all the time.
I heard you on the radio making your draft. I don't go national with mine.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. But
I know we had a good first half, though. We had a good first half of action here.
I thought Tracy Wolfson's interview with Jack Del Rio said it all. He's going to get sacked in the second half. They're running those pick plays. We're going to get that straightened out. So those two things, that was like a great synopsis of the first half for both football teams.
And we've got to get your gift situation from Santa straightened out in this second half too.
He's going to need 2 sleds to carry all my stuff. I mean, you know, you get rewarded when you do good things.
Point those out, will you? So we can help your case. Here's the kick to start the second half. Oh, and Herndon slipped. Making a cut. He's down at the 15. Tracy, let's check in with you.
Jim, we saw Phillip Rivers go into the locker room at the end of that last half just a little bit early, and I asked Mike McCoy about it. He said he always does that. He goes in and gets an IV, and that's exactly what he did here. As for his team, he's really pleased with what he saw in the first half. He said he needs to continue to play good defense, continue to protect Phillip Rivers, and he said they just need to fight for the next 30 minutes, Jim.
Well, he said one thing that is right. If they keep protecting Phillip Rivers like they did in the first half, it's going to be hard for him to lose this game.
Rivers getting them that field goal right before the half. That's the 12th time this year they've scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half. It's pretty exceptional execution. And here they dump it off to Brown. He's tackled down at the 18, gain of 3. Rivers threw for 145 in that first half. Again, he was not sacked once. They picked up only 15 on the ground.
Well, when he's getting protected, you give him time. As Mike McCoy says, well, why are we going to take the football out of the hands of our best player? If the passing game is working, we are going to keep going that route. We've seen it, Jim. We were up in Green Bay when he was phenomenal. Tonight he's getting protection. That's why they're throwing it back up.
Threw for 503 at Lambeau Field. He was ready to unload it. Thought twice about it. Now on the run, that's Phillips. And they say the feet were down. I'll have to take a look at that one.
Phillip Rivers knows it's close, and he's trying to get the team lined up to go before it can be challenged, because is the right foot down? Oh, it's the left foot. Never made it down. Jack Del Rio got the challenge flag out.
Carl Cheffers comes over. He knows what this is going to be, but it's got to be communicated.
Oakland is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. We'll review the play.
Phillip Rivers to John Phillips. And that catch will be challenged.
The flavor you love in a soup you love. Try it over chips. Campbell's Chunky. It fills you up right.
When does driving matter most? Finding your new favorite road? Or when just taking a drive turns into a drive for good? This holiday, take a test drive during the Mazda Drive for Good event, and we'll give back an hour of our time to local causes. Buy any new Mazda and we'll donate to St. Jude or a charity you choose. Because driving matters most when you're driving for good.
Nexium 24 Hour is the new #1 selling frequent heartburn brand in America.
I hope you like it spicy.
Get complete protection with the purple pill, the new leader in frequent heartburn. That's Nexium level protection.
Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. And by Campbell's Chunky Soup. It fills you up right. The Bay Bridge connecting Oakland and San Francisco, almost 250,000 vehicles a day make the crossing, and let's see if the catch holds up as the ruling on the field.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Oakland will be charged with their first time out.
Well, you looked at it 2 or 3 times in the break. You couldn't tell if the left foot ever came off the ground when the ball got there. Nice little tiptoe move here by Phillips.
Well, play on the field. It was called complete. Too close to overturn.
Thank you.
Well, they adjusted the clock a little bit. It's a first down off that catch.
Well, Jack Del Rio saying we are going to sack Phillip Rivers. To me, that means one thing. They're going to have to blitz to do it. Khalil Mack, their best pass rusher by far. They've taken care of him all night long.
He had those 5 sacks against Denver. All of them were in the second half a couple of weeks ago. Brown There's a lot of contact early on him, including by Malcolm Smith, their leading tackler, and a loss of 1.
So, you know, saying all that, we're going to sack the quarterback. There's a couple of things that happen. You have to get some people free, beat your man. But the biggest thing of all, making sure the coverage outside is good enough and holds up long enough to let the rushers get there, of course.
2nd and 11. Gates moves over to the left side. He's got 2 catches tonight for 11 yards. And a mix up here. They're lucky they didn't fumble the football. Boy, did the Raiders bust across back-to-back plays by Malcolm Smith. Donald Brown decked for a 5-yard loss.
Well, you look inside, Danico Autry, I think, was in the neutral zone and was offsides, but it was missed.
The former Seahawk who joined the Raiders by way of free agency. The top tackler by over 40 tackles on the season. Makes back-to-back plays and sets back San Diego on a 3rd and 16. And a deep throw. Intended for Floyd. And Woodson was back on the coverage along with Emerson.
Good job, Charles Woodson. You know, when you watch him play, we talked about how he was an outstanding corner, of course, now safety number 24. He can be nosy. He'll get up there and try to read the quarterback and make plays, but that's a good recovery. Keep Malcolm Floyd from getting there.
Seifert's averaging 50 yards a punt tonight. Didn't catch this one, but earns the fair catch. 43 yards. Take that net. That's Ross on the fair catch. We'll see the Raiders, what they adjusted at halftime.
16 wide eyes. Driver's license, took 2 tries. First drive, fast living. Hit the garage door, was forgiven. Bought a roadster secondhand. Playing parties with the band. Showing off on the strip. End of summer road trip. Late for curfew, speeding ticket in Kalamazoo. Loaded up, off to state. Hijinks, tailgates. Late night, big skies. A passenger with green eyes. Starter. Mid-size, family cruising. A sing-along of her choosing. Now in the garage, something new. Reminds you of when you were you.
I know. I just feel like we were going to talk about it, and then we didn't talk about it.
It's kind of a big decision, right?
Right. That's why I think we should talk about it.
Okay. But, you know, I'm not sure I have any answers.
Okay, wait a minute. What if...
Huddle up. High right tight. 44 blast on 3. Ready?
What? What's that?
It's a running play.
Let's just have a race.
Let's race. Let's do it then. Ready?
Whenever you play, just play. For 60 minutes every day. You guys want to play?
We saw Derek Carr's debut, Game 1, 2014. Ooh. We asked him about that yesterday. He said, we'd love to play that team right now.
Yeah.
Night and day difference.
Oh, Rex Ryan, of course, the Jets, all the blitzing. Tough way to make your first start in the NFL.
That's Murray. Tauchu leads the way on the 3-yard loss.
But, you know, one of the big weapons, look at the top of the screen, Amari Cooper. You can tell that left foot not even close to being 100%. Hard for him to make cuts, to stop. The only time he makes a catch, the quick cut off the right foot, catches it to the outside. Now, all right, let's don't take anything away from Jason Verrett. He is on fire as a corner. He truly is one of those, whatever you want to put him in the top 10 category, I think you'd be safe doing that.
Yeah, he's a first alternate for the Pro Bowl.
Rico,
25. TCU. Carr is also an alternate. And Murray maybe picks up a couple. With NFL Mobile, watch every NFL playoff game, the Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl 50, live on your phone. Learn more at NFL.com/mobile. Philip Rivers looking pretty much down a few yards off the line of scrimmage, checking it out. Cooper's come in for this third down snap for the Raiders. That's complete to Roberts, but no chance of getting through all those defenders for the first down.
Yep, that's all he could do. Derek Carr looking left. Cooper's not open, has to throw it short, and you see how fast. That's the hallmark of what's got everybody excited about this defense. The speed, the impact players. When you have impact players, you got speed, Jim. You can get to the ball carriers, receivers, hit them before they're ready, and that's how you get turnovers.
Pagano liked what he saw out of Ingram and Ducre. He's a big booming punt by King. And a fair catch at the 12 by Herndon. 49 yards. 17-10, San Diego.
Not the vast frozen plains or a wall of mountains. Nothing would get between him and what he was after. Some called him obsessed. We call him Mr. Coors. And the pure Rocky Mountain water he hunted down is still used to brew the beer that bears his name. Coors, the banquet beer.
Daddy, wake up.
Honey.
There's a monster in my room.
No. You're okay. Let me show you.
For the highest caliber home security, they're Simply Safe.
Look, the alarm's on, and you're safe, and I'd never let anything happen to you.
Get 24/7 professional home monitoring without a contract. And right now, get $100 off. Go to meetSimplySafe.com.
I'm really into this car, but how do I know if I'm getting a good deal? TrueCar knows exactly how much people have been paying for the car I want. I tell TrueCar my zip and what car I'm into, and it shows me the TrueCar curve. This shows the range of prices people in my area actually paid for the same car. Looks like these folks paid a little more than everyone else. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
My Redskins.
Takes it home for the touchdown.
My Eagles.
It is caught.
We'll see you Saturday night.
Redskins Eagles, Saturday at 8. Thursday Night Football, now only on NFL Network.
Charles Woodson of the Raiders was recently selected by a panel of NFL legends as one of 8 finalists for the 2nd annual Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award. And the winner will be announced at the NFL Honors Award Show February 6th, live on CBS.
Well, when he went in to tell Jack Del Rio he was going to hang it up, Jack Del Rio told us what? That he had a towel around his neck. Just because once he told him, he said he thought, well, it could get emotional, so he had that towel ready just in case. So hard not to be emotional. Saw it when he came out of the tunnel tonight. All those years, so many great memories.
And so many honors, from the Heisman to the AP Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. Herndon, he's caught from behind by Mays. Yeah, after winning the Heisman at Michigan, 4th overall pick by the Raiders. Defensive Rookie of the Year in '98, Defensive Player of the Year with Green Bay in '09. Won a Super Bowl title while with Green Bay and returned here to Oakland for his final 3 seasons. We asked him, are you going to go into Canton 5 years down the road as a Raider or a Packer? And he said, both. And he knows who's going to be given the honor as the presenter. But he's not divulging.
He's not going to give that up yet. But, you know, it tells you what an all-round natural athlete he is, to do what he's done in the league, to be an outstanding corner, to play like he did in Green Bay. And then, you know, he talks about just being a true safety, a center fielder. Took him a while to get used to it, but I think he kind of likes it now because there's a little freedom to jump plays, to take some guesses, and to